Welcome back everybody to my Wulong Fallen Dynasty boss fights videos. That feeling when you actually recorded the entire commentary and then at the very end you realized your headset was turned off and you were muted at the same time, so it didn't record any of your voice. Pain. So as you can see, like, I'm level 89. So I had to I came back and recorded this boss fight because I originally missed it. I missed saving the recording, so this whole fight didn't even get recorded. So I just came back and just fought this guy again. That's the only boss that I missed, so... But,
do not falter.
This fight's not too terribly hard anyways. Like, if you keep your companions, like I'd say for like the first time, you'll have you and Zhang Fei with you to fight this guy. So you'll have like, there's 3 of you. It's like a 3-on-1 basically. So it makes the fight a lot easier. But if you're looking for a challenge, definitely fight this guy solo. He can be difficult because he does like to teleport across the arena and you have to chase him. And then also this move can get pretty obnoxious. I like the ring of flames that he does, which you can just easily deflect them like I just did. But for the most part, I do this fight, and like I'm doing more damage with my physical attacks simply because I am like at a much higher level, and I even came in here with a low morale too. I'm like 7 morale points lower than him, which would make this fight even harder, like if I was just low level. So, but I did that on purpose because I just basically ran through the level, didn't really fight much, you know. I fought things that were in my way if I had to, But I purposely kept it lower morale because I think if I had high morale, I absolutely would have mollywopped this dude. So yeah. But yeah, if you're looking for like a challenge, fight him solo. Which I would say that's how it mostly is for a lot of the boss fights. If you fight them solo, you'll get the challenge, you know. If you have companions with you, it makes it much easier. Because they draw aggro. Yeah, and especially when he does this, he gets about halfway through his health, he'll summon these little wizards and stuff, which will give him buffs. Morale buffs. Because you saw how his morale was like all the way up to like 27, I believe. So he was almost like 15 somewhat points higher than me in morale. Woo! But he probably wasn't still gonna do a whole lot more damage to me anyways. But yeah, it's a shame that I had to come back and do this fight. But after that, like, all the fights will be at level. Either on level or, you know, just a little bit lower, not too terrible. Yeah, he starts to get a little bit more aggressive with his physical attacks towards the end of his life. But for the most part, he really likes to use his magic. And that takes care of him. That takes care of the second yellow turban brother. Now all that's left is Zhang Liao, the leader. And then this is the cutscene that this is the cutscene where I get the divine beast that I end up using for the entirety, for the rest of my playthrough in New Game. I haven't gone to New Game Plus yet, even though I have completed the game. Although I do like how it seems like Yu is almost straight pulled from a Dynasty Warriors game, from like a Musou game.
Bear witness to our unshakable bond.
It literally looks like he just got pulled straight out of it. I like it. He's just not as bulky and as tall as what he is in Dynasty Warriors, I think. And then just like in Nioh games, every time you get a new beast or divine beast or new summon or whatever you want to call them, you get some backstory on the character you got it from.
And yet there's no end to it. It's as if this war only claims the decent men, leaving nothing but scum.
As true warriors, we are honored.
Yu's weapon's pretty cool too, though. I used it for a little bit. I actually really liked
I'll
it.
prove I'm no mere brawler. I want to see people smiling.
But of course, you know, he would
And
have a
I'll do
good
what it
weapon.
takes so
You know,
they can.
or he'd have a really cool weapon.
With chivalry in our hearts. Let our
His glaive is like
strength
iconic
rise
to the
out of
character,
itself.
almost about as, you know, iconic as his beard. And this is the divine beast. I think it's the Qinlong. Yeah, it starts with a Q, and then like what it does is it drops like a little
We've not done that since
aura
back at
of
the
healing, a
Pete
Indeed.
pretty big one at
My
that,
soul has not been stirred
and
like
it
that
will
for
just
some
sit there
time.
and it just regens your health in
Brother, you
big
are
chunks.
The yellow
So
turban
it's
soldiers
incredibly
have
useful
left the
because like what
area.
you can do is you can pop it
Take
down
the
and you
path
can just
behind the
stand in
altar
it
and go
and
to
then basically go
Guansong.
toe to toe with the boss, you know. I mean, you can still get killed in it, I think, if they hit you with one of their big massive attacks, or if you're low level, they probably could still kill you.
we will follow and no doubt meet again.
I don't think it really happened to me. Usually when I was in
Assuming
it,
you
I was
don't
pretty
get
immune,
yourselves
so I found its healing very, very, very strong. And it helped save my dragon pots for, you know, longer fights. There's one in particular where it really helped me out. So yeah. And then now we skip ahead to the final fight of the Yellow Turban Rebellion, Zhang Liao. And don't mind my character if she's a female and dressed in my, like, you know, my, I guess, mid to late game armor. It's because I just came and like re-recorded this cutscene because when I first did it, I was like, I missed out on like half the cutscene, so I figured, I don't want to. I'll just go to theater and re-record it. It's no big deal. So then once we get into the actual fight itself, I'll be back to my low level gear, my male form, and I'll have Sun Jian with me.
So that's Zhang Jiao.
Yeah, as you can see, like when I was doing the fights for like the first time, I did usually keep the companions with me. If it was like one of them, if there was two, then I would remove one of them. But there was one particular fight where I do use two companions, just cause like, yeah, and you'll see once we get to that one. He likes to rain down a lot of thunder. That's his thing. I did die several times on this guy. He has this really tricky critical strike, which is right here, which I easily could have blocked that one, but I wasn't prepared for it. But that one was like really tricky for me for some reason, because like typically he'll jump behind you and then he'll try to do it, and then it's almost like it's supposed to catch you as the camera's changing its angle, you know, if you're locked onto him, you know. So it's like you have to be prepared for like when he jumps back, be ready to deflect, you know. But it seemed like I just couldn't get the timing down, so a lot of the times he just caught me with it, or like I would just dodge and then he would miss, which was, you know, not the desired outcome, but definitely, you know, welcome. Yeah, see, there he goes again, where he jumps behind you or he sidesteps on you. That time he caught me when I was like whiffing my attack, so I was like almost wide open for a counter attack there. But yeah, he took a few tries to do. I think it was like the 4th or 5th try. Where I was still like, cause he hit me a lot. He hit me quite often, as you can see. Like I'm just sitting there, and it almost seemed like I was just tanking his attacks. I'm just like, here, let's just fight head up. Luckily that one he missed, and then that one he just hit Sun Jian instead of me, or he hit Sun Jian instead of me, and then that one he whiffed, which is nice because I think he would have killed me if he actually hit me with that. And then I'm sitting there trying to deflect like all of his attacks, his combos there, which probably would have made more sense to just deflect one, dodge the other, and then get out of the way. But I was trying to get the stun, so I was trying to hit him to keep his spirit gauge from, you know, not replenishing when he hits me, because if he hits me, his spirit gauge will replenish. So I was trying to, yeah, see, as you can see, I lose some of it, and I'm surprised that one. I am actually surprised I did not get to deflect on that one. I was really confused. Yeah, see, as you can see, your companion's getting absolutely destroyed sometimes. Yeah, that one I got lucky. I was lucky I got the stun there, which was enough to kill him. Did a lot of damage with that fatal strike. Get up, Sun Jian. And then after these cutscenes, that'll be the last of the video because I'm only doing the 2 fights. And for Sun Jian, he's definitely someone I would recommend getting to Bond level 10. Because he gives you a very good weapon that could probably carry you for the rest of the game. If you spec into fire. It won't do as much damage because it has a fire scaling and I think it has a metal scaling as well.
Who is this?
The fire scaling is not as much as the metal, but it'll definitely, even with the fire scaling, you'll still do a lot of damage because it has like a very unique martial art where he does like this charge where you'll just charge through enemies. And it's even a cool looking sword too, you know, but pretty strong. It's a sword that if you're looking to do like a fire build, because you know fire in this is like your equivalent to a strength build in like Dark Souls or something like that. And then like your water builds are like your dexterity builds. And then metal is your mage. And then wood is your health, which also has some scaling in its own way. And then there's earth. Earth is like your defense, I guess you could say. But yeah, definitely Sun Jian is worth getting his bond level up. You can use the Cup of Cordiality farm that I mentioned in a previous video, which I believe that's the stage. The one that you fight Zhang Liao on is the one where the farm takes place on. Yeah, and after I got the Qinlong Divine Beast, I never really practiced, or I never used any of the other Divine Beasts. Didn't really need it. I had the healing. And so with that, that'll be the end of this video. These 2 boss fights. Hong Jing's gonna come up here and
this chaos is
talk about the chaos. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next boss fights for Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Take it easy now.